Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the first segment of Dear Leading Lady. This is a series that I had on another channel of mine, but I've since took that channel down, so I wanted to bring it to Miss QT Style's channel. So I have my first letter. I have two more that I'll probably do those videos along in the week. But this is just my opinion. It's not set in stone. Of course, we all are entitled to our opinion. So I'm giving advice, just my opinion, okay, on what I would do. Um, as seen in the beginning, I will give advice on fashion, beauty, life issues, just anything. My advice, no matter what the topic is, I will give my advice on it. You can send your questions to msqtstyle at gmail.com. You can remain anonymous if you want, or just tell me you don't want your name read, or what have you, okay? Or you can hit me up in my inbox. Either way, if you're on my Facebook page, however. I prefer you to probably hit me up on here because I'm on here a lot and I'll see the message, but you can feel free to hit me up on msqtstyle at gmail.com. So I'm going to read the first letter and then I will answer it, okay? So, dear leading lady, Miss QT Style, I'm in a difficult situation. There is a guy who is in love with me, and I care about him as well. He is the perfect guy, but I feel as if I'm too young to be making a serious commitment. Possibility of marriage. But there is this other guy I've been with on and off, and he's made some mistakes, as have I. We recently reconnected, and although I know he'll probably mess up again, I still entertain the idea of being with him. He's not as good to me as the first guy, but I've never loved anyone as I do him. What should I do? Signed, Sleepless in the Country. Okay, Sleepless in the Country. Um, First off, I think a lot of us have been there, so you're not alone in this. Um, One word that stands out for me is you said you're young. Okay, so I want to assume that the guy is young too. Both guys. The guy that loves you and the guy that you're feeling the most that you say will mess up. So first of all, if you're young, I don't know how young you are, but if you're young, I would just date if I were you. Okay? Just date because you're young. You have time to get serious. Just date around. And when I say date around, I don't mean just go date anybody. But what I'm saying is you don't have to find yourself like just with this one guy if you're not, because it sounds like you don't want to just be with this other particular guy. It's like you're in between. So that's why I say just date. There's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. Okay. I don't know the situation with these two guys if they know about one another, but if they don't, then maybe you should just kind of tell them both that you're single, you're young, and you're just dating. Okay? Or you said you're feeling the other guy who may mess up, I guess a little more. That's what I got from the letter. If you're feeling him, I say go with your heart. He may mess up again. Yeah, that's true. Or he may not mess up again. Maybe depending on how you really deeply feel about this person and how he feels, maybe y'all can talk it over about what you want and some changes that maybe he can make and that you can make. You have to compromise on it because you said you messed up and he messed up. Okay, everybody, y'all young, y'all gonna make mistakes. Us older people, older than you, we make mistakes. But y'all are young, y'all gonna make mistakes. You have to make mistakes to learn. That's how you learn things, and you learn not to do it again. But that word stood out for me, young, because not to take the topic to me, I was young when I got involved and I got pregnant with my daughter and I had her. And I'm glad I had my daughter, but I wish I would have dated more. And then getting like stuck in a situation when I was not even, experienced. I hadn't explored. I hadn't dated a lot. He was like my first really serious relationship. So that's why I say that. When you say young, that stood out for me. And I say date around. And I don't want to say date around. I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying just go date everybody. But you know what I'm saying? You don't have to get so committed. A lot of young people, they want to be married quickly and then it don't work out, or they just want to say they have somebody just because they maybe one of their girlfriends might have got married and had a baby and stuff. But if you're young and you obviously, liking this guy and you're feeling this one too, that you're not ready. So until you're ready for to settle down and to settle down with one, I would just date them both. Now, if it's a dangerous situation as far as dating them both, let me see. You said something about commitment here. Um, yeah, he's the perfect guy, but I feel if I'm too young to be making a serious commitment. If you feel that way, then don't commit to it because then that what problems will arise. It won't work out. You have to want it. So until then, like I said, just be young, stay young, and have your fun. Date both if you have to, or decide on which one you're feeling right now. It sounds like the other guy that you reconnected with to me is you really like him. So maybe you guys should sit down and talk. And as far as the guy with the commitment, I would just be as straight up and honest with him as possible that you feel you're too young to be in a committed relationship. So that's my advice. I don't want to go too long on this. That's just basically my advice. Stay young and don't commit to something that you're not ready for. And if you're feeling the other guy you reconnected with, try to work things out with him. It's okay to give it another go round. And if it don't work out the next time, then you know that's not for you. Okay, so give it a try. He may change. You guys are young. Again, you're entitled to make mistakes. Okay, so that's my advice. Signed, Miss QT Style. If anyone else have, I guess I better put water with me when I'm doing this because at work it's hot. You go then you come back in. It's the air conditioner is on and it's hot, and I can tell already I'm getting a cold because in the other video I did this. But if you have any questions for me, like I said, hit me up on Miss QT Style LLL. No, okay, I'm messing up because of my throat. msqtstyle@gmail.com. If you know anybody who's going through a situation and maybe it's not you, but you want to ask advice for them, please do so. And it's not just advice on just like life issues. Like I said, if you take for instance, you have a dress, like for instance, this dress right here. You can come on camera. You can also do video questions. And if you want to keep it private, you can just email it, make it private, but then you can email it to me, Miss QT Style, on here. And if you have like a dress that you need to be styled up, show me the dress in video or tell me about it, describe it, and I can give you my advice on what you may pair it up with. Okay. Also, if you need to know like what type of makeup look that you should wear with stuff, I can give you my opinion on that. It's not just about life issues. So I hope that advice helped you, and I look forward to doing my next Dear Leading Lady letter.